Alright. Waiting for YouTube to say we are live, and we begin. We begin Pokemon Yellow, the first game of my Foreverlocke challenge. My controller has stopped working. This is wonderful. Perfect start to a stream. So yeah, I unplug it and plug it back in. Will that fix the problem? No. Great, wonderful start to the first stream. I literally did a bunch of testing to see if this would work. Everything worked until I hit go live. Now my controller works. Apparently restarting MGBA broke everything. You know, honestly, a train wreck beginning, the perfect way to start. I haven't even introduced myself. Hello, I'm Absentminded. I am Absentminded. And this is a Foreverlocke. If you want to know what a Foreverlocke is, a better explanation would be on the Lid77 channel, because she created the challenge. And I'm just riding the hype because this is it's gonna be fun. Essentially, what the Foreverlocke boils down to is attempting to get the Living Dex through the Elite Four, or through the Hall of Fame. To do this, and do it while Nuzlocking, of course. There are some restrictions to party which I'll get into later, but right now, we are getting our starter Pikachu, the first Pokemon of the run. Oh my goodness, I was not prepared for this stream like I thought I was. I don't even have my checklist of all the Pokemon yet. Well, I have the checklist, I just forgot to open it. I was in the middle of describing the Foreverlocke, and I completely went and lost my mind. That's gonna be a theme, I feel, for this entire several playthroughs. We lose our first Pokemon, our first Eevee, one of many we will see throughout our journeys, but Blue can have his. A wonderful Pikachu, and we will give it a name only suiting first generation Pikachus and other rat-like creatures. Brick. Now, while Blue does a very terrible job at fighting us. I will be editing the layout. Oh, that's wonderful. I already had Pikachu all ready to go in the first Pokeball. A paralysis on the first Thunder Shock. Brick, you're gonna go far. I can see that. You know, this is actually a perfect time to actually explain some of the party restrictions for Foreverlocke. So, the main restrictions of the Foreverlocke is, since you have to complete a Living Dex through the Hall of Fame, you are going to need to bring in Pokemon that aren't fully evolved. And to enforce that rule, you have to have at least 3 Pokemon on your team that can evolve. One of those 3 have to be able to evolve twice. So Brick, being stuck at a Pikachu, since this is yellow version and Pikachu won't evolve, or at least your starter Pikachu won't evolve, Brick, our Pikachu, is going to be our first non-fully evolved Pokemon in the party. So we will need 2 more, one of which will have to be a first stage and can evolve 2 more times. So like a Pidgey, or hopefully a Caterpie or Weedle. Because getting those out of the way early in a Gen 1 game would be wonderful. But other than the party restriction and normal Nuzlocke restrictions, there aren't too many additional challenges. I will be using items in battle. I'll try not to spam them. Like, I won't use, like in later gens, I won't be using potions to PP stall or things like that, because that just feels kinda scummy. But you know, for an early game like this, using a potion, if something gets a crit... Oh, I just realized, Brick, I don't want to level up Brick too much, because if they murder, or if I get a Pidgey on the first route and Brick murders it, that'll be very devastating. Because Pidgey would be a great first Pokemon. It can learn Fly, it'll be stuck as a Pidgey, it'll be level... it'll be stuck at a Pidgey. And then we can add something more substantial to the team. Oh yes, I also wanted to... No, not slow, fast. Alright, let me walk into 1,000 walls while I'm switching through Google Chrome tabs, because I am a very unorganized streamer. I won't be reading text, mainly because I feel if you're watching someone play through a challenge like this, we're gonna see this text a lot, because I'm not too confident in my Nuzlocking capabilities. I did a few trial runs, and of the first 5 generations, the only generations that I got anywhere close to winning in was Gen 1 and Gen 2, the easiest generations. In my Gen 3 playthrough, I played through Ruby and got wiped by Maxie. Technically, I got wiped by Watson, and then with the scrap team that I could rebuild after losing most of my team to Watson, I then got annihilated by Maxie. Do I have Pokeballs yet? No, I don't. Okay. Rattata would have been nice. Eradicate is really good in Gen 1. But, yeah, in my trial runs, Gen 3 got obliterated by Watson and Maxie. When I get to Gen 3, I am definitely picking Mudkip as my starter. Because ground type and water type is very useful in those games. And then in Gen 4, a various amount of bad luck caused me to wipe to Byron, the Steel Gym Leader. Then again, the only Pokemon I had really was a Togekiss, whose main attack was Flamethrower and Solar Beam. And I had lost Sunny Day earlier because the Pokemon I had it on died horrifically. Why am I talking about all my old and terrible playthroughs? These are new playthroughs. We're gonna have fun. And hopefully we'll catch this Pidgey and not die a horrific death to it. I do not trust going into a Thundershock, because that will almost certainly kill. But, I forget how Gen 1 catch mechanics works, but I think it's impossible for me to catch it if it's breaking out of the ball constantly on its second shake. Yeah, that was anticipated. I could have kept throwing balls, but money is tight early on. I should have done the smart thing and gone to Route 24 first. Or is that Route 22? The route to the left of Viridian. That would have been a better place, because you can get Mankey, or I think you can get Spearow and the Nidorans there. No! Hit A too many times. Alright, let's hope for a Mankey or a Nidoran male. A Nidoran male! Perfect! Level 2 though. I'm gonna growl. Nidoran male. Nothing wants to stay in a ball. Please don't one-shot with Thundershock. Okay. So this Nidoran, I feel like Nidoking is just too good of a Pokemon in Gen 1 to pass up. So I am going to make this Nidoran into Nidoking. Oh yes, I should explain that part of it as well. So when you catch a Pokemon in the Foreverlocke, you have to designate which evolution space it's going to take up. So this Nidoran is going to be a Nidoking, so I should give it a good name. And I forget... what I named my previous Nidoking. Oh well, if I can't remember, I'll just name him Royale. Or Royal. Yeah, just Royal. Well, our first catch. Shame the Pidgey died. Grab a free potion. And skedaddle on our way on over. Actually, to the Pokemon Center, because we are going to need Royal to actually fight some Pokemon. Because if we run into another Pidgey in the next route, we're gonna need something to hit it and not kill it. Which Brick has already proven incapable of doing. Oh wait, I do need to add Nidorino to the box. While I walk into walls. My catch tutorial, perfect place. And Nidorino. Or Nidoran. Ah, poor old man, can't catch a Rattata. I know the feels. Rest in peace, Pidgey number 1. Good old YouTube Studio telling me my bitrate is too low. That's a shame, because I can't fix that. Internet be internet. Yay, a Pidgey. Oh, level 5 Pidgey. That... Brick, I really doubt you're gonna one-shot a level 5 Pidgey, and I do not trust Royal to not die to a level 5 Pidgey, so... Alright. Pidgey was caught. Alright, well this Pidgey, keeping it a Pidgey would get rid of our need to have a Pokemon that can evolve twice. Making it a Pidgeot, I don't think Pidgeot's that good, and we already have Nidoking locked in our party. So I'm thinking Pidgeotto. Yeah, we'll make this Pidgey into Pidgeotto. And their name will be... We'll name her Quill. Alright, so we have Royal, Brick, and Quill. As we walk into Viridian Forest. add Quill to the layout, and well, another Pidgey. I was hoping for a Weedle. Oh, good gracious. Let's hit a Thundershock. Pray Pidgey doesn't crit. Okay, Sand Attack. Good. Get in the ball, bird. And to save myself the trouble, I'm gonna make this our first form Pokemon. No, well, I hit start instead of select when going into the name, so I guess this Pidgey's name is P. I was gonna name it Pin, but no, P is correct, I guess. And let me just add them to the layout. That is a goof and a half, if I must say. Actually, that is so much of a goof, I'm going to fix that as soon as I'm done here. I'm going to heal, save, and then definitely not open a save editor to fix my dumb name on a Pidgey. We will return to Pokemon Yellow as soon as I fix my Pidgey's name, because that would bother me forever. Open my Pokemon Yellow save, look at my party, view P the Pidgey, fix the poor nickname, export the save, and hopefully that is the only time I will have to open PK Hex on stream. The only other time I should have to open PK Hex is in case I accidentally, or not accidentally, in case I accidentally name a Pokemon wrong again, or in the case that I need to evolve a trait evolution. Because, that don't happen by yourself. And now we begin the fun part, and that is leveling up Pokemon. I am going to be using speed up for this. I'm going to be using 2x speed, and I'm going to mute the game and play some relaxing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music. While I do this, because 2x sound is a pain to listen to. Okay, well, Royal, you're already showing to be a very poor battler. There, hopefully that... We're going to have to switch train Royal for a bit. Because... yeah, a level 2 Nidoran. Not good at battling. But we're only going to level him up to level 5 before we proceed into Viridian, because we don't need to be too high a level for Viridian. We just need everyone to be slightly on par with each other. Okay. Had to do some quick maths to make sure that wouldn't kill if it hit again. If it crit, I would have been screwed, but I one-shot it, or I two-shot anyway. I've learned to never underestimate crit chance in Gen 1. My first playthrough of this, during the trial runs, was a eye-opener to how often critical hits happen. You know, times 2 speed, not correct. I want times 5 speed. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Royal hits level 4. One more heal and then Royal should be level 5 by the time we finish this training, and we'll be ready for the forest. Okay, you know what, Royal? You can't even take out a level 3 Pidgey by yourself. That is not good. But you've hit level 5. We can switch train against the trainers in the forest. Turn the fast forward off. Pause Drenched Bluff. And unmute the game. Drenched Bluff might be a bit too quiet now that I'm hearing game right afterwards, but that could be fixed. Turn it up next time I do grinding, which I don't think I'll be doing grinding anymore for this stream at the very least, because we're going to get through Brock and at least start our way through Mount Moon. Probably, depending on how long it takes to level up for Brock. Actually, I will have to grind for Brock, definitely, because 2 Pidgeys and a Pikachu are not a good team for fighting Brock. Keep using String Shot Caterpie. Makes it so much better for Royal. 3 damage. Alright, we can take 3 critical tackles from Caterpie. more tackle will finish the job. Royal hits level 6. Stay in for switch training. Get a pin in there since it's the higher level one. So pin, I forget if I said it before. I probably did, but I'm forgetting. Pin is going to be our Pidgey, and Quill is going to be our Pidgeotto. And with Pikachu on the team, that means our entire team of not fully evolved Pokemon for the team requirements is fully set up, so we're free to evolve the next 2 Pokemon we get. But sadly, this is going to be our team up until we get to Brock, because we have no more encounters left. The route to the south of Pewter and right above Viridian is still part of Route 2. It's a shame our first capture failed, but we would have just had 3 Pidgeys on the team, and that wouldn't have been much help against Brock anyway. Metapod is some nice experience. And we're just gonna hit the fast forward real quick, cause Metapod battles, am I right? Level 8, there's Horn Attack. We finally have a decent move. We don't have to worry about Tackle's abysmal hit rate and abysmal power. Yes, go Royal. You're living up to your name. Alright, I think for this Metapod, we're gonna hit it twice with Royal, maybe 3 times, and then switch into Quill. Yeah, hit it a 3rd time, switch into Quill, so Quill can get some experience. Good old Metapod battles. They take forever, but the experience is worth it. Put Quill up front. Level 6 Caterpie, that'll be worth experience. One more gust. I'm surprised the Caterpies just keep using string shot. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a 50-50 or whether they use string shot or tackle. But I guess they just always want to tackle, or always want to string shot. More experience for Quill. Oh no, a Caterpie finally used tackle. However will we recover from this? Oh, more string shots. Nope. The fun of early game. Two Pokemon throwing incredibly weak attacks at each other, and maybe throwing in a string shot or a sand attack. Yes, we are going to have Brick come and take care of this Metapod. Critical hit. Brick is doing good. Of course, no matter how much experience we give Brick, it's not going to help against Brock, since I think the only move it'll have by the time we get to Brock is Quick Attack. If that, so, not too helpful, but, you know, it's the thought that counts, Brick. When we get to Misty, then you'll show your potential. A paralyze. Now for the hardest trainer of the forest. Mainly because I think he got a level 11 Caterpie. He got a level 11 Weedle. But Thunderwave will more than likely make it so that we have no trouble at all. It's level 10 Caterpie. Throw a Thunderwave just for the sake of ensuring we don't get any unlucky critical hits or the like. Alright, well, we would have 3-shot anyway. Made it through Viridian. We'll heal it Pewter. And we'll begin the leveling for Brock. Check something real quick. I want to make sure I know exactly what level Brock is in this game. He is level 10 Geodude, level 12 Onyx. Alright, well. We'll level up to level 12, and then we will be ready for taking on Brock. And that means we have to do our wonderful speed up. Which means... Nope, not pause. Mute the game. Unmute Drenched Bluff, yes. And turn on speed up and begin. I said turn on speed up and begin the grind. We'll get Brick and the Pidgeys up to level 10, and then we'll get ooh, Pidgeotto. Also, I'm terribly sorry if you can hear the furnace in the background. That kicks on in the winter when it is cold, and even though winter should be over, it's still cold, and it makes a lot of noise. But we'll get Royal to level 12 to match Onyx, and the Pidgeys and Brick to level 10 to match the Geodude. And I think we'll be ready for Brock. Man, I can't wait till we get to later gens. I wanted to start with the first Pokemon game I remember playing and actually beating, which was Yellow. But level grinding in later games is so much simpler. Especially games that have the Versus Seeker. Now, it won't be till level 12 that Royal gets Double Kick, which is the only move that we'll have to do. Not even we don't even want it for the super effective, we want it for the at least neutral damage, because every other move we have is normal. But we are not going to say no to a fighting type move. One or two more Caterpies, I feel. Nope, we need more Caterpies. Oh, this Metapod will definitely push us over level 12. And Royal learned Double Kick. We'll bring Pin up front. And begin this training. Oh yes, I should explain. Another part of the Foreverlocke rule set is that when challenging an important trainer such as a gym leader or rival, your Pokemon must be within, I believe it's a 5 level gap of each other. Speaking of, I just remembered there's a rival fight we have to go do. Well, we don't have to, but free experience, free money. While we finish off a bunch of Metapods in the forest, we will make our way down to the route where we can fight the rival. Rival 2A. Or Rival 1A. Or is it Rival 1B? I don't know. A Route 24 fight. That's what it is. Honestly, nah, I was gonna say, if I really wanted to, I would make a team where I don't have to fight the Cloister on his champion team, but that would mean I would have to lose the Oak battle, or the battle in Oak's lab, and that doesn't seem like in the spirit of the Nuzlocke. We'll heal up, turn off the speed up, and do the fight. It should be... Pardon me. Apparently, talking for 50 minutes makes your throat dry. Stay hydrated, kids. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this fight will be easy peasy. I probably wasn't saying that, but I said it. Because he's got... Oh wait. Turn off fast forward. Turn off that music. We're not speeding up through a rival fight. That's just preposterous. Brick will easily take care of the Spearow, and we'll stay in for the Eevee. If we take too much damage, we'll switch into one of the Pidgeys. Let's throw out a Thunder Wave. If Eevee crits, Brick's dead. Wouldn't that be a way to go? Alright, we'll have Quill take the EXP. Throw out a Sand Attack. That Eevee's never gonna hit us now. Paralysis is a 50-50, I think, in Gen 1. And oh my goodness, I lied. The Eevee can hit us. Oh my goodness, it hit us twice. Quill? Quill, get out of there. Alright. Alright, you know I was saying the Eevee was not gonna hit us after a Sand Attack? I was completely wrong, apparently. I know one Sand Attack brings accuracy down like 34% in Gen 1. And I really should stop spamming A so fast. Clears the text boxes for a level up stats too quickly. But I have a habit. It is spam A and don't stop spamming A until either my thumb or the A button gives out. Whichever goes first. And my first controller would say the A button goes out first, which, rip that controller. Well, technically it was the B button, I think, because it was an Xbox controller. But I had it mapped to Nintendo controller scheme. So, rip the B button that was used as an A button. Oh, my poor loud furnace. Hopefully it's not too loud. But when I was doing test audio, it could be heard slightly. But hopefully it's not too terrible. There is nothing I can do about it, so I have to live with it. While we run through the forest, we'll have Brick just KO everything we see. The extra levels aren't going to affect, or the extra experience isn't going to affect Brick for the fight, but I don't think I was going to send Brick in to fight anyone anyway in Brock's gym, considering everything is a ground type, and Brick still doesn't have Quick Attack. Ooh, one-shot the Metapod. We are gonna want Brick to be friendly with us by the time we reach Cerulean, because getting Bulbasaur would be very nice, even if we don't actually have it for this run, if we get lucky enough to not need a replacement. Starting off with a Bulbasaur in Gen 2 would be nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring up that part of the Foreverlocke. I'm not good at explaining things, I'm beginning to realize. Well, not beginning to realize. I've known for a while I'm not good at explaining things. I don't know why I started streaming this. Well, I do know, because it was to more so keep a record of it. To look back years later and see how I progressed from where I am now to where I am in the future. However much that changed, well, we'll find out. What was I talking about? I think we're beginning to realize why I called this channel Absolutely Absent-Minded. Cause there are no thoughts in this head. They come and go like the wind. Oh yes, yes, the Foreverlocke, yes, explaining the whole thing about progressing Pokemon. So, the fun thing about the Foreverlocke, which is like my main attraction to this, is bringing Pokemon that you caught in a previous game into the next. And while I do this, I'm going to switch Quill up front, just to fight the Light Years trainer. But, yes. So Pokemon, when this game ends, whether it be through Whiteout or through completing the Elite Four, every Pokemon that is in my party, or not in my party, in my box, after the challenge is complete, will go into a different save, and all the Pokemon will be stored in a box, able to be used in my next either Gen 1 or Gen 2 playthrough. My next playthrough will be Crystal, so look forward to that. But yes, Pokemon that you catch but don't use will proceed on to your next game. Sadly, Pokemon in Gen 1 and 2 can't be transported to Gen 3, they can only go up to Gen 7. So, we aren't going to spend too long in Gens 1 and 2, I just wanted to play them, and probably will only play them once. Because while they are fun games, the lack of being able to transport Pokemon from Gen 2 to Gen 3 is a real shame. Alright, how many potions do I have? 6? Alright. Quill and Pin get 1 potion each. And then we go on to Brock. Of course, I don't expect them to actually fight, but if worse comes to worse, we'll send them in to sand attack the Onyx, cause that will work. Thankfully, both Geodude and Onyx don't have any rock-type moves, so even if something terrible happens, such as, like, Geodude getting a crit, oh my goodness! Speak of the devil, and crits shall appear. But yeah, even if Geodude had a crit, and Onyx, like, say Onyx bided and survived 2 turns of double kick, we can send in the Pidgeys, and they'll be fine. Speaking of, I'm gonna Leer. That Screech is a spooky move, but Onyx only has Bind and Tackle. Bind does 4. Alright. Well, good old Gen 1 Bind, we can switch out of it. We'll switch out, and good old-fashioned Sand Strats. Perfect. Perfect. 2 turns of Sand Attack, switch in to Nidoran. And double kick. Oh goodness, that does nothing. Even with defense down, that does. Alright, well. Alright, Onyx, you can... You know what, Brick? Everyone gets a turn against the Onyx. Brick, it's your turn. Get some tail whips in. Three tail whips. Switch in Royal. Tackle missed. Screech missed. Double kick KOs. Teamwork makes the dream work. And now we have the opportunity to go capture more Pokemon. Alright, Brock, let me leave, please. Alright, I think... Let's see, we're an hour in. An hour in, we beat Brock. We can at least get to Mount Moon and see how we're doing then. Because fighting all the trainers on the way to Mount Moon will take a little bit of time. Two Pokeballs. That is not going to be enough for Mount Moon, Route 3, and Route 4. Ten Pokeballs, no Premier Ball. I do have to check one thing. Check one thing real quick. Mainly Okay. I was just checking where the border between Route 3 and Route 4 is. In game, because Route 3 is before. There's a palette change, I'm pretty sure. Or is Route 3 is Route 4 the grass before Mount Moon, or is it the grass after Mount Moon? Cerebi is not being helpful in that. Royal, you switch out. You've got enough experience for now. We need Brick to come in. Okay, Route 3 is all the way up until right before Mount Moon, so we have the catch before Mount Moon and the catch in Mount Moon. Alright, Brick, let's get you... Tailwhip seems to be more useful than Growl, I think. I will probably regret that decision, but then again, probably not. Ooh, our first sight of a Weedle. Our first sight of a Weedle. If it poisons on the first poison sting... Alright, well... Royal? Get in there. Because you are immune to poison. Switch in Quill. So strange that Gust is a normal type attack in Gen 1. But I guess it would have been too strong early game flying type move against Caterpie and against Bulbasaur. Honestly, that's probably why it's a normal type move, is because Wild Pidgeys with a super effective Gust against Bulbasaur? That'd be terrifying to deal with in normal red and blue. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, we make it. That would be a very... Honestly, it'd be very fitting for me to forget about poison and just walk my Pikachu to death. That'd be a very me thing to do. And Pin's up front, so... ready to continue our travels. Hopefully, no more Weedles. If we see a Weedle, we immediately switch into Nidoran, or switch into Royal so that we don't get poisoned again. Oh, I wish I had a Rattata. Oh my goodness, please cease. Cease your large amounts of damage. You have a Sandtack, do you not miss? Well, everyone gets experience. Oh, of course, now you Tail Whip. Now you throw out the Tail Whip. Now that you won't one-shot something by critting it. Alright, Ekans. Same deal with Ekans as with Weedle. Though I probably should have switched to someone just to get some experience. We'll break the wrap. Break the wrap, give some experience to Pin. Wrap and Poison Sting, I think, are the only moves that Ekans can use, other than Leer, so we're not that worried even at -2 defense. Alright, Pin is back to full health. Of course, it's more Weedles. Hopefully it's just the one. Maybe send out some Kakunas. That'd be rather nice. Pin hits level 12, Pin learns Quick Attack, finally a move that's not like 30 base power. Quill, get in there. Get that glorious Kakuna EXP. You must learn Quick Attack as well. Hey, level 12, yes. More power. And now it's Brick's turn to get some experience. shot with Thundershock. I'm honestly surprised saying that didn't make it a 3-shot. Alright, Pin's at full health, so we can fight this trainer as well. It's a rat. Well, we outspeed the rat. Hopefully. We're 2 levels above it. We should outspeed. So... and critical hit. We will stay in with Pin, because Nidoran's not that scary. Okay, -2 defense is scary. Because that means we're in double kick range. Well, I don't want to say double kick range, but Horn Attack and double kick would do a lot of damage to a Pidgey with -2 defense. I mean, Horn Attack did quite a lot to Royal. Royal hits 14. I'm excited, we get a new Pokemon after we fight this guy. Hopefully it's not another Pidgey. Can it be a Pidgey in this route? No, Bulbapedia is saying Rattata, Spearow, Sandshrew, and Mankey. Raticate would be so nice. Yes, give Rick the free Metapod EXP. I'm really hoping for Rattata for 2 main reasons. One, it's got good stats in Gen 1. Like, good attack, good speed, and pure normal type. Not a terrible Pokemon. Add that to the fact that, number two reason is, Hyper Beam is really good in Gen 1. It is a physical type attack, or it is a physical normal type attack, and if you KO the opponent, you don't have to recharge. Yes! Yes! We get a Hyper Beaming Rattata as long as I don't murder this thing. We're going to be so careful with this. We're gonna go 2 sand attacks, switch into Brick, and paralyze it. I'm also mainly excited because this gets Raticate out of the way. For later generations. Alright, we got one more quick attack. Oh my... I was not paying attention. Sir, cease your actions. Get in the ball. Okay, time to hit a tackle. Royal, that was not the time to crit. But I admire your enthusiasm. Alright. A good Rattata will be our Raticate. We shall name them Cassidy. No, Cassidy. Just Y, not EY. That looked weird. Wonderful. Now the final test to see if this is a different route or not is if the palette changes. I don't believe it does, so no. That means our next catch... Oh. Do I want Gyarados? I think I'm going to hold off on getting this man's Magikarp. Because we don't need a Magikarp in our party. We can get a Magikarp literally whenever. And we don't need a weak Pokemon in the team holding us back. So... let's get our Mount Moon encounter. Let's have Brick up front so we can paralyze right off the bat. Also pick up Water Gun. What's it gonna be? Geodude. Okay. So we've got our Golem. Can't paralyze it. We'll throw some sand in its face. Throw some sand. Four sand attacks seem good. And we're not that worried about KOing a Geodude with a Horn attack. Oh yeah. Okay, let's throw a Leer or two at it as well. The joys of having only normal type moves. We can't do shit to Geodude. That was a crit. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much for critting, because that ignored the defense drops. Alright. One more tackle. If this doesn't catch, we can do another tackle, but I don't really want to risk it. And of course, the only proper name to give a Geodude. The Boulder. Actually, no, we'll have it be proper cased. I was gonna have it be the boulder in all caps, but no. It'd look too off. The boulder. Now, to point and laugh if I've misspelt boulder. I probably haven't. It fit perfectly. Oh, but a Zubat would have been so nice. Actually, I wouldn't even need a Zubat, because I already have the 2 Pokemon that or the 3 Pokemon that need to, or that can evolve for the party, so yeah, Zubat wouldn't be that good. But of course I'm going to run into 1,000 of them. Alright, we're going to heal up and let's call it for the night. I was thinking of making it to Cerulean, but I started stream later than I wanted to because I was not prepared. And even after I started, I wasn't fully prepared, so yeah. But we've got past Brock, made it to Mount Moon, we've got 6 Pokemon. Oh, I forgot to add our wonderful additions to the layout. How could I do such a silly maneuver? We got ourselves Cassidy the rat. And if I can find it, where is the boulder? Geodude's model is small compared to all the other ones. Yeah, that's just because he's floating. Pokemon home models are weird. Well, I have to do one quick check because this is my first time streaming something. Okay, perfect. The stream is proper. It's just that my YouTube viewer was behind for a bit. And I didn't want to end stream and somehow cause it to say, oh, no, your stream was 20 minutes behind. That's all gone now. But, nope. So we've got a good start. Team is looking very normal. 3 normal types. But Nidoran and Geodude are going to, I think they're going to pull their weight. Not in the next gym. Certainly not in the next gym because of, well, Misty. But when the time comes, hopefully they will be good enough. And that'll be it for tonight. Probably gonna stream again tomorrow night. Probably a bit earlier. Not too much earlier, because timing. But, yeah. I will see you all then.